Hey, I'm Sean, one half of the Printy Brothers, and welcome to our series where we 3D print and paint every monster in the monster manual. Last episode, I painted one of D&D's most iconic monsters, the Beholder. This episode, I tackle an often underutilized and overshadowed monster, the Blight.
But first, these Blight models are from 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐭 Minis on My Mini Factory. Check them out in the link in the description below. Alright, now on to the paint job. I'm painting 3 total Blights because Blights are a lower CR monster, and a party is generally expected to fight more than one in an encounter. Now this episode's going to be a little bit shorter than others because this paint job was super simple and fast. Though I am happy with the final result, so stick around for that. Alright, let's go over Blight lore, and it's actually more interesting than I originally thought it would be. There's a whole story linked to the origins of the Blight in the monster manual. It tells of an evil vampire from long ago named 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐭𝐚𝐜. 𝐂𝐨𝐽𝐜 was a member of a cult that worshipped a dragon, but one day the dragon was slain. 𝐂𝐨𝐽𝐜 believed that the Great Worm would come back one day, and so he and others of the cult turned themselves into undead to await his return. 𝐂𝐨𝐽𝐜 specifically became a vampire. 𝐂𝐨𝐽𝐜 was defeated eventually, and was killed in the same way that most vampires are killed, with a stake to the heart. But as 𝐂𝐨𝐽𝐜 died, his blood infused the stake that pierced his heart with evil power. The stake became a seed, which was later found and planted by a mad druid. The seed grew into a tree, a 𝐂𝐨𝐽𝐜 tree, and it's from this tree that the first Blight seeds were created. A 𝐂𝐨𝐽𝐜 tree can sprout up wherever a forest is infested with any kind of dark power. They quickly take over the surrounding area, covering it with darkness. Want to put an end to the darkness? The 𝐂𝐨𝐽𝐜 tree must topple. Now there are a few different types of Blights in the monster manual. All have some way of blending into its surroundings. Some will resemble shrubbery or vines, while others root themselves into the ground, only emerging when prey is nearby. Blights give off a really creepy vibe to me. They just wait in cursed forests, following the will of the 𝐂𝐨𝐽𝐜 tree. If your D&D game has a cursed forest, which, let's face it, all D&D games have a cursed forest, Blights are a great option. A session dedicated to venturing through the forest and locating the evil at its center is a classic D&D trope, but it's a trope for a reason. It's fun. As for my paint job for these models, I kept it very simple with a brown base coat and a lighter brown dry brush. I did mix in a little bit of red to give it a little bit more pop and make it look less generic. I also added dirt and grass to the base. We don't tend to do a lot of basing on this series, but basing is one of my favorite parts of mini painting. It really ties the whole model together. But models that are not based are a lot more versatile. And lastly, I also added a little tuft to the top of the head, just to make it look a little bit more unique. Let's take a look at the final paint job. Alright, again, this was a super fast and simple episode. This paint job was really easy. But I'm happy with the results. Let me know what you think of these guys in the comments below. Next episode, Anthony will be tackling the Bugbear, and he's got something pretty cool cooked up for that one, so subscribe if you want to see that. Thanks for watching.